Uh-oh, wrong hole. Wrong hole. Okay, that's the right one. You gotta go in that one, not the other one. Slide, slide, slide in there. Does not want to slide in there. It's a fighter. All right, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave. Like always, and you found do it yourself, do it right. And well, still working on the blue bike. Did a little bit of work off camera. Gonna show you what it is, gonna show you what I'm gonna do today. So, let's get into it. All right, to get you guys caught up to where I am today, as you can see, got myself a battery, got it on charge. I got my headlight and all my gauges installed. And well, you know, I couldn't let those gauges, I should say speedometer and tachometer, go the way they were because they look pretty nasty. So I took them up to the place of employment, did some rework on them, rang them out, make sure all the lights work, make sure that the dials are going to do what they're supposed to do. And then I realized that the headlight that I ordered and got in the mail and was getting ready to install there, well, it's not going to fit. It's too wide. It's too thick. You know, it's got a lot of junk in the trunk, so there's not a lot of space here. So I had to dig out an old headlight bucket. It is what it is. It's gonna work. I got all of the controls plugged in where they're supposed to go here. Got the lights to work, brakes and all that other good stuff. I do have just a tidbit more wiring to do. I got to build a jumper to go from the white wire for the headlight, the power wire for the headlight, to the power wire. It's going to run the tail lights. When you turn the switch on, the tail light comes on the same time the headlight comes on. So you got tail lights. Brake lights work. All that good stuff works. So I got to do that yet, wiring wise. And I want to check some spark. I want to make sure I have spark. I want to do that in this video. Check spark. If I got some spark, then I'm going to throw the carburetors on. Oh, the other thing I got to do, which I totally forgot, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to mount the other blinkers. I got the back blinkers on, and wouldn't you know, what if I can reach them? Yep. Oh, we got blinkerage. We got blinkerage. So we're coming along. We're getting what we need for the road. I got another set of those because I like them. Even though they're cheap, they look fairly original, and they're nicer than the original ones that I have that I'd have to rewire and go through. So, you know, what can I say? They'll be, you know, they're going to be the nicest thing on this bike. Let's put it that way. Amazon buy, Amazon find. I think it's a good find. It's a good find for this bike anyways. If you're doing a restoration, obviously not going to work because you want the real ones. But for this one that's kind of hodgepodge, all the thing, you know, bike, parts from this bike, parts from that bike, throw it all together. It's going to do the job. So that's what we're going to do. Let's start doing it. First, I think I'm gonna throw these blinkers on. So for these said Amazon find blinkers, you're gonna need a 17mm for the nut. And I'm just gonna mount them where the original ones went. I might actually put a rubber in there like I did on the other ones. It's probably a good idea because that, well, let's see. Let's see how that's gonna feel when I slide it in there. You know what? I think they'll be all right like that. These are a bit of a plasticky, so I think that'll be fine. Now when you're hooking these blinkers in, you gotta make sure you hook them up to the right wire. If not, you'll have problems, and I've done it before. Ask me how I know. This is the right side, so you gotta hook them into the blue wire. Not the blue and white, the blue wire. Now if you had dual filament bulbs and you wanted to run marker lights in the front, you'd hook one of them into the blue and white, and then you'd hook the other one into the blue, and then lastly, you know, your ground. But just for lights, which that's all I'm running, I'm gonna make sure they're straight. I'm just running them blinkers light blue, the light blue. This is always fun to reach with a big wrench. Probably should have waited to put it on, put this headlight on, but you know, I got excited. I wanted to put it on. So now I'm gonna struggle. All right, struggled long enough. Just gonna slide this headlight out a little bit so I can get in there and tighten that nut. Oh my Lord, why is that so? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, why is that so long?
That's what she said.
The key is moving this out without losing all those wires. Alrighty. That's probably gonna cause problems later, but you know, at least it'll help me right now. All right, straight enough. Let me grab the other one real quick and we'll pop the other one on while the headlight is dangling. When you put these blinkers together, these aftermarket ones, they're not obviously color coded the way the Honda ones are. So you gotta make sure you hook them up in accordance with the way you hook the back ones up, because if not, they're not gonna blink properly. I found that out on the racer, you know, chasing the blinkers for 4 days, trying to figure out why they wouldn't blink. Turns out I had one hooked up one way, the front ones, and the back ones hooked up another way, and well, I was wrong. What can I say? I'm not an electrical engineer, I don't know. All right, so I got the wires up in here. Now I'm gonna go black to ground, which is green. There's plenty of greens in here. And then the red, I'm gonna run to the blue because that's my blinker wire. And in this mess of wires, there's gonna be a twofer solid orange connection, which I see right here. Or a solid blue, I'm sorry. There's a solid orange one for the other side, but I'm going into the blue. And it also will have this blinker wire hooked in as well, so the indicator works. Alright, so that one's in. Make sure she's all the way through, which it is. Now the black has to go to a green, which I'm gonna go, that one is full. That's brown. Here's a green. Here's a green. We'll go with this one. if I can reach it. It's rather full up in here. Wires everywhere. Uh-oh, wrong hole, wrong hole. Okay, that's the right one. You gotta go in that one, not the other one. Slide, slide, slide in there. Does not want to slide in there. It's a fighter.
One eternity later.
Oh, we got left side blinkerage. Ah, you know, I never tried a horn. Oh, look at that. It's not a very good horn, but it'll work. Now we're cooking with propane accessory. All right, blinkers are hooked up. I might be able to throw this headlight on. Do I have a reason to get back in there? I don't think so. I don't think so. I got my wires ready. Those aren't gonna go, nothing else goes in here. Let's go ahead and throw this headlight back on. Or on. Shouldn't say back on, I should just say on. So as you can see, I took the wires. Oh man, see, I was gonna throw this on and I didn't build the jumper yet. Bah. Okay, so I gotta build the jumper before I close this up. And the jumper wire is gonna go from this white wire that I extended out and loop around to the brown connection that's just chilling out in here somewhere that I gotta find. Headlight engaged. Where's the brown wire that's just hanging out? It's in here. I see you, little buddy. Where are you? What's this one? Right here. Keep forgetting to do this. So what I need to do is I need to tap into this white wire that I made, extension, run a female into the brown so it powers the brown, which powers the tail light. Which will be fun. Wiring is never-ending saga with me. Jumper is made. Basically just put a dual female on this end, 2 males, 1 jumper going to the brown wire, the other white wire coming out to the headlight. And then let's turn the switch on, turn the light on. Turn the light on. Turn the brake light on. Oh boy, it's not working. Did I turn the switch on? Help if I turn the switch on. Lights on. Really dim. Brake light on. There we go. So, make sure you make a jumper. It'll solve all your problems. On to the next project. Actually, now I can put the headlight on. And the taillight lens. We're making progress now. Headlight is installed. We got the tail lens installed. I'm gonna run you through all the lights just so you believe me that it's all wired properly. All right, keys on, lights off. We turn the light switch on. We got low beams, we got high beams. Back to low beams. We got lights. I don't know if we can tell. Well, we got lights here. I don't know if I can darken it out enough for you. Oh, you can see the light at the top of that gauge. Lights there. Low beam. Now the high beam is on. We'll turn these guys off. We'll turn the blinkers on. See that guy blinking? Blinking on the other side. We got blinkers. We got blinkers on both sides. We got brake light. We got tail light, brake light. Man, we're basically New York State legal at this point. I mean, we could run this thing up and down the road if it ran. Still don't know if the engine runs and I'm doing all this stuff. That's really smart of me. You know, I'm pretty confident that this bike is gonna run. Now, I will say that I did get everything for the electric start to work. Now, when I went into these switches, this button didn't work before, and I just went in, I wanted to look, see what was wrong with it, and really all that was wrong with it was the little piece of metal inside there was bent a little bit, so the little hole that the button goes through was just misaligned. The spring was still in there, still springy, so I just went in there, cleaned up the contacts, and you know, just wrung it out. Pushed the button, my little meter rang out, beep, like it was making contact. So when I fixed that, I was like, well, now I gotta hook up the rest of the electric start. And I realized that I didn't have the cable. Well, I realized it before that. I realized that I didn't have the cable that goes from the starter underneath the engine, up under, around, into the starter solenoid. So I had to get that. eBay. I could have just made a cable. Now that I thought, after I ordered it and thought about it, I was like, I could have just took any cable and did that, but whatever. It's a Honda cable on there now. And I also hooked in the other relay cable, the little square one that I said was just going to hang around. I had to hook that one in anyways to give the whole bike power. So I did that, and I went and got a battery that's charged. So let's see if that starter solenoid is going to work, because I'm not too confident, because it's rather rusty. So let's see if that sucker's going to do what it's supposed to do. I got it on. Let's turn lights off so we're not killing the battery. All right, lights off. Oh, turn the switch on. Oh no, for some reason now my lights aren't working. What the business? I just ran this thing. Why am I not getting any power? What did I do? Oh boy. I killed it. I killed it already. The joys of putting two bikes together. Let's see what I did. Now I'm not getting any power. Literally have no idea what I did, but now it's working. Headlights on, blinkers are working. I just literally just popped open the fuse box to see if I popped the fuse. Now it works. So let's see if the solenoid will work again. All right, power, everything. I'm gonna hit the button up here, and let's see. I got the plugs out, everything's out, you know, nothing's gonna light on fire. I just wanna see if this solenoid works. And here goes nothing. Oh. Kicks over pretty good. Let's see if we have spark. New spark plug. I'm gonna say there's a 50-50 chance that I'm gonna have spark. I have not really looked at the points over there. I just know they're there. All right, let's see if I can finagle a way to hold the camera, hold the spark plug, and hit the button all at the same time and show you if there's spark or not. And if there is, try not to electrocute myself. All right, let's give it a whirl. Oh yeah, there's spark. You see it? Okay. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it. Maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. We got spark on the number 2 cylinder. Let's go to the number 1. We'll see what we got going on over here. Oh, well, that just props up perfectly right there, doesn't it? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, yeah, there's spark. Not a lot. Well, it's actually not bad. Not bad, not bad. It's got spark. It's not a lot. It's blue. But I think if I clean up the points a little bit and go through the timing, we will have basically what I'm going to assume is going to be a runner, even though there's not gas or anything in it or exhaust on it or anything like that. But we have spark. There is compression. So the only other thing we need to add in there is fuel. And we will have some explosions going on. But before we do that, basically got to disassemble everything because the battery cannot be in the bike. To put the, maybe I can slide the carburetors in there. I think the last time I did it, I had to fandangle them around. Plus I got tubes and, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and throw the carburetors in. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. We almost have a runner. I was able to squeeze the carburetors in there, not have to take the battery or anything out. They slide in there. I think I forgot to mention that I did put new intake boots and seals on, and whenever you put new ones on, you always want to lube them up. I don't know where my Vaseline went. Maybe I put it back. Here's the cap. Anyways, I like to put some Vaseline on the inside of here and then jam the carburetors on. Make sure they pop all the way on, because if not, that'll lead to problems down the road. You'll have some air leaks. Oh, here's my petroleum jelly. You'll have an air leak and it won't run right, and you'll be wondering, why is my bike running right? And you'll be on Facebook, on all the CB360 websites or pages, groups, and said, hey, I did this and I did that, but my bike won't run right. And then little did you know, come to find out, you didn't squish the carburetors on there far enough, because the new ones, they're pretty taut. They're not like the old ones where you just push it in and then boop, pops into place. You gotta force them into place. So carburetors are on, and I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these old exhaust pipes and mount them up. And the reason why I'm going to put the exhaust pipes on and mount them up now is because I want to run the bike before I change the oil. Get it hot, get the oil circulating, get all the other crud and gunk that could be up inside of there, down to the bottom before I change the oil, before I open that up. I know the clutches work. They're not frozen. But it's one thing that I do want to look at, but I want to get the bike warmed up, like I said, before I go and change the oil and all that. So, same thing. If you watch all these guys that, put cars and pull cars out of the hedgerow, that, they do the same thing. Try to start it up, warm it up before they change the oil. Why waste it? Why waste new oil if the engine's going to go ping, 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 ting, 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 if it's not going to run right. So that's what I'm going to do. Exhaust pipes installed. Now I know I know what you CB360 guys are saying. They're not original pipes, and you would be correct. I have no idea where these header pipes came from. This out, around, and down. I'm not sure what bike those pipes came off from, but I think they look all right. And if you have searched for header pipes for a CB360 on eBay, you'll know, whew, people want a lot of money for them. So these bolt up, they work. Somebody made them work, so they're gonna work. I'm not spending $100 per pipe to put an exhaust on and then have to buy an exhaust pipe to go on the header pipe. So you're talking like 400 bucks. $400? I mean, I don't even think I'm gonna clear $400 on this bike when I get ready to sell it. You know, my profit margin is really small with these bikes. So I'm running what I have. And that's what I have. It doesn't look terrible. It looks all right. It looks good. I think it looks good anyways. I might just be, you know, saying that because I don't want to spend $400. But we come to the back, you know, it doesn't look bad. It's just got small pipes on it. I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. Your guess is as good as mine. If you guys, you know, if you think you know what it's going to sound like, put a comment in the block below. You think it's going to sound good? Maybe it's going to sound like terrible. Maybe it'll sound like a Triumph, because it does have like the Triumph kind of pea shooter pipe on it. Maybe. You never know. I don't know. Do you? I don't know. So, yeah, I think she is ready to see if we can get this thing to run. And that is going to be the next video. That's right, I'm not going to do it this video. I need spark plugs. I need some fuel tubing. I got a new fuel tank, but it's different than that one, even though it's the same brand. Go figure. So, I'm going to need some fuel tubing. Oh, you know, put some fuel in the tank. Get ready, you know, because I don't know if I'm ready. I really need to look the bike over. I think she's ready. She spins over. She's got spark. It might run like crap, but I want to hear it pop off before I get into timing and points and valve adjustments. But I think she's ready. So that's going to be the next video. So if you're into these videos, give me a like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let your buddies know if they're into old bikes and whatnot. And, you know, fumbling around in the garage in the middle of the night. Yeah, share it with them. So, like you guys do at the end of all my videos, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell when you want to be notified when I drop another video. And like always, till next time, thanks a lot. Probably should let the new owner pull this off, but it's just so rewarding when you do it yourself. Look at that.